back in January of 2025, we saw something in the UK that was super exciting, really quite exciting, and I think for a lot of people it was one of those things where it was like, oh my god, it's happening, justification, what we want is now here and it's cracking on, right? What I'm talking about is Lynx being released back into the UK, and it was at the start of 2025. It was just so exciting. This whole thing was amazing. Now, this happened in the Cairngorms National Park, and it sparked a bit of a frenzy across the whole of the UK, in the media especially, and myself included. I was really excited by this, and I thought something was happening. Guerrilla rewilding was happening. As time went on and it developed, and you saw these pictures of these lynx being posted online, of people seeing them in the local area, it then became apparent that this wasn't rewilding, this was something entirely different, and actually it was probably some abandonment. And today, for this video, we are at the site of where these lynx were dumped. Now, if we step out of the vehicle, we'll be able to show you around of what this area is and how we can sort of prove that it's not all that it's made to be, right? So if we show you off to the trees just over here, you'll be able to see this is where lynx were dumped at the start of 2025. And if we take a little peek just where your cameraman is standing to here, you can still see the straw that was used on the back of the trailer that had these lynx in. Anyway, let's come over this way. So just over here, it may look familiar, but you can see in the background here, there's like a half tree stump. Just to the left of that, one Eurasian lynx. To the left of that and up a little bit, one Eurasian lynx. And that was the photo that everybody saw about one day after these lynx were spotted in this area by someone walking or driving past. And it was really quite exciting up until that point, because when you see two lynx together, alarm bells were ringing. Now, from what you can see here, it looks like prime Caledonian forest. It looks like somewhere which would be really good for lynx. It's not all it seems to be. So if we come this way, you'll probably see now that actually it's not just Caledonian forest. It's all of this. There's a Highland cow just over the road. We could probably go say hello to him. But you can see from here, like, it's not just forest, it's farmland. There's marshes, there's other things going on here, and it doesn't really scream out lynx. But if you take a look to the right hand side, look at that. That's flipping lynx paradise, isn't it? Again, it actually isn't. This forest is barely a forest, let's be honest. Anyway, let's go say hello to this Highland cow. So it's actually really weird to see this, because I'm not even joking, this is 50 meters away from where these lynx were dumped. And we got this big fella. Oh, there's another one down there as well. A proper Highland cow. So these guys must have had a bit of a fright or a bit of a curiosity when these lynx were dumped just over there, and probably thought, who's put them there? They might have even seen the people that actually did dump these lynx over here, which would have been quite interesting. Anyway, let's go back this way. So you can see from the surrounding area, it's not the best place to try and reintroduce some lynx. But what I find interesting about all of this, from my own personal sort of view, is about 1 year, 9 months-ish before that, I actually thought I saw a lynx up in this part of the Cairngorms. I'll roll the footage now for you. Actually, as it goes, as we walked up this path, there was a hare sat in the middle of it. I swear to God, now bear in mind my eyesight's bad, I thought the thing was a bloody lynx. It was gigantic, it was massive, and I was like, what the flipping heck is that? I was getting my phone out, right, because I got a new phone, it can zoom in really well, and literally as I put my head down to get the phone, Jacob goes, oh, it's gone, it's a hare. I was like, oh my God. Genuinely, in that moment, like, because it's far away, I didn't have my eyes are bad, and I was like,
lynx. But no, apparently not, it was a hare.
I need to add a bit more context here because I withdrew it from that original video, but after seeing what I thought was a lynx in the bothy, I got chatting to a guy who told us 5 lynx had been covertly released on another part of the Cairngorms, and one of those had attacked a reindeer not long back. So you can imagine my surprise when 20 minutes earlier I thought I had saw one. So then picture me in January seeing the lynx in the media. I thought what I had seen and what this guy had told me about were actually true, and it was unfolding just there. To make things even more coincidental though, add in the distance between both of these events happening. Now when I tell you it's about 2 miles that way where I thought I saw that lynx, when this first happened I was actually really quite excited, and I thought this was going to be a proper job, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Now again, we come back to the straw. All of this straw is here still 3 months after the fact, and actually when this straw was put here and obviously these lynx were dumped and then pushed through this gate, not 2 but 4 lynx, there were porcupine quills here as well. Why would there be porcupine quills if this was a proper reintroduction, rewilding attempt at lynx back into UK? It just wouldn't be. So to me, it screams, personally, someone just decided to dump some exotic animals, some exotic pets that they had, and it wasn't the rewilding or reintroduction effort that we may have thought it was. So also something else that I should probably mention is just over that way, probably about a mile or 2, is actually the Highland Wildlife Park. So my theory is these animals were dumped in this area with the straw, with the porcupine quills and some dead chicks as well, in an attempt to, I think, just get rid of these animals and have the Highland Wildlife Park pick them up and look after them. I genuinely think that was it. And it's quite a shame really when you think about it, because these were really nice looking animals, and subsequently one of them actually has died, which I find to be not good. Like, these sorts of things shouldn't be happening. From what turned out at the start to be, oh my god, this is like a rewilding effort, lynx are back in the UK, to then just being, nah, these are dumped animals and one's died. It's really quite sad. The media had a frenzy with this, but it wasn't really in a bad way. They knew it was going to be interesting, and usually with the media, you see it a lot with snakes, for example. It's, oh, deadly adder, venomous adder is going to sting your dogs and kill your children. The media for this in the lynx was totally different. It wasn't like that. It wasn't fear-mongering. It was very much on the side of, yeah, someone's released some wildcats, and that was pretty much it. And I thought that was really good. And I think this country is ready to have lynx sat up there if it's done properly. And I think that's what this video is about. It's a bit off the cuff, but I do think we're ready for lynx in the UK, but not in that woodland, maybe in the greater scheme of things around the Cairngorms. So this has actually been something I've been researching for a long time, and I thought it was obviously coming into play in January, right? So when that stuff in March happened for me, when I thought I saw a lynx, and then I actually met a guy who told me he knew of lynx in the area, I actually thought it was that was coming to light in the media. Obviously it turns out that wasn't the case, but still, I think the conversation should be there now. I think we should be there for lynx. I think it's such a normalized thing now because of this that's happened in January, that we should be talking about the lynx, and we should be getting stuff going. We should be actually doing something about it. We should be getting these lynx back. I think the landscape wants it. I think the people want it more than anything. And there's not really a lot of opposition. So what's actually stopping these lynx coming back to the UK? Why aren't we just doing it?